G'day guys, welcome to today's video. It is the eve before Wrath drops. Super pumped, and I'm kind of rushing this video because I wanted to get it out. I'm going to be way too busy playing Wrath to be making videos in the first couple of days, but what I'm about to share with you is too good for it not to be shared. What I'm showing you today, I'm currently getting my Brewfest buff. It's nearly 6:15 server time. But aside from that, I found an amazing grind spot, I guess we'll call it. You can grind just, raw gold. The items that drop and all that are going to be worth a lot. You can also do this while you level. So it's great XP. You can also grind Sons of Hodir rep. You can level your mining. You can level engineering. It's an amazing farm. You just hit so many boxes across the board. Where we are is in the Storm Peaks. I'll put a little map up of where exactly we're grinding these mobs. They're called Library Guardians. They're about level 78, 79. But they're super weak. They have about like 12k HP. So in comparison to other mobs that you'll be farming, really weak. I would come here probably as early as 76. I wouldn't come here any earlier than that. 77 is probably where it's at its most optimal. They drop green items, grey items that you can vendor, and relics of Ulduar, which are really important for Sons of Hodir rep. On top of that, if you have 390 engineering, you can also engineer the corpses for cobalt bolts, frost steel tubes, and volatile triggers. Obviously, the cobalt bolts are really important for just leveling engineering. They're used all through 375 to 450 engineering. The volatile triggers are used in the Northrend Sappers, and the frost steel tubes are a really rare kind of drop, but they do drop, and are used for your little bit more expensive items. But it could save you a lot of gold just leveling your engineering as you go, and you could also make a lot if you just wanted to sell that as well. As I mentioned as well, you can level your mining around here as well. There's Serenite ore deposits all around the edge. So if you're a miner, you need 400 mining to even begin to mine Serenite. There are Wowhead comments saying there are gas clouds around as well. So obviously you'll be engineer ideally. So bring your mode extractor as well. Just keep that on you just in case that is confirmed and you do see some around. Now, personally, I'm dungeon leveling, but if the group is pretty cooked after 24 hours of leveling in dungeons, I might come here, grind for a level or two, make a heap of gold, grind some XP, just chuck on some tunes, run around and kill all these mobs. They're super weak. Personally, I think the relics of Ulduar will probably be the biggest seller, and the drop rate's really solid on them. In my opinion, it's not worth buying out heaps of relics of Ulduar to skip the Sons of Hodir rep grind. I know a lot of big oilers out there and GDKP people will just buy it out in the first couple of days, but the gain over an Aldor shoulder enchant is like 10 AP and 5 crit. So it's not a huge gain. I don't think there's any point in rushing it. So I'm probably just going to sell all the relics that I do get if the price is right. And I imagine the first couple of days, the big spenders in that will just buy out the auction house full of relics of Ulduar just for the convenience. So personally, I think the relics are going to be a really big moneymaker. As you can see, the mobs are really weak, 12k HP, so you can just mount up, group a bunch of them and AoE them down. Good spots for pally farming and stuff. But if you're not a pally or anything like that, group 4 or 5 of them together and AoE them down. It's totally fine. Nothing to stress about. But that's it for the video. I don't want to drag it out too much. I'll edit this up and get it up before launch. Thanks so much for watching. Everyone's support has been awesome lately. If you have been enjoying the content, be sure to subscribe. I'll be pumping out the content over the next couple of weeks for sure. Plenty of Wrath stuff that I come across the way, I'll definitely share. Thanks so much. Have fun tomorrow, and best of luck out there. See you in the next one.